I'd like to know, what do I need? Key competencies to scale up just exactly the way you did.
Okay.
In the tech world, yeah.
I think I would say the competencies. My coach normally likes referring to them as skill set, mindset, tool set. So for the skill set, your technical competency, that one is non-negotiable. You have to get your foundation right. So kama wewe ni network engineer, do you know the network protocols? If you're a software engineer, do you know the frameworks? Do you know the specific language that you're actually supposed to apply? And then we have to understand that when you're starting out, you're starting as an associate with the goal being, I'm actually working to become a subject matter expert. And for me to do that, I will require to put in a lot more effort to actually build my craft to be an expert. So understanding that you don't wake up one day and then you move from being an associate to a professional. It takes time, it takes certifications, it takes building actual solutions for customers, right? And then there is communication. It's part of the key skill sets that is actually required, because then how do you communicate your idea? How do you communicate with your stakeholders? And engineers and developers don't work in isolation. We build solutions together because it takes different skill sets, from UI UX designer to cybersecurity and a project manager and a PO and an agile coach to actually build a solution from the ground up. So we need to communicate.
I think people think of like techies as like quiet people who don't say anything and they just build in their minds. But if you can't communicate the idea, right, it just dies with you.
Absolutely. Actually, when I had decided to start my ile part ya form 4, when we were selecting courses, ya job, I'm old.
Tunakumbuka job. Yes.
I selected electrical and telecommunications engineering because that time I used to have a very bad stammer, like in high school, and I was like, I never want to talk to anyone. And then I was really bullied in high school because of that. So I was like, I just want to become an engineer so that I will be on my machine. Shock
Not
on
talking
me.
to anyone. Yeah, look
Not
at
talking
on radio.
So when you tribe lead, you have to talk to people every morning.
Oh my goodness.
You're talking to the nation at 7 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
But that's
so
gross.
crazy. Yeah. So and then on the tool set, part of the skill set, the other key important thing is documentation. People forget how important documentation is. We need to document our code, our processes, our configuration, not just for maintaining and for scalability, but also to ensure that when it comes to knowledge transfer, si wewe ati ndo source wa information yote. When you leave an organization, nani ndo ata maintain that particular network, but if you've not done proper documentation.
In the spaces we work in, kuna watu wako hivyo, by the way. They are sisi ndio wale. Sometimes it's really hard to actually get information from someone because they feel either threatened.
Yes.
And I don't know how best people can actually maneuver using such knowledge.
I think for us to make equate part of how we work, and it is a requirement.
Hauna otherwise in
So
short.
it's a culture.
It's actually a culture. And then also the other importance of documentation. Ushaenda place alafu unapata maybe a department wanafanya vitu zao vile like wanajisikia because there's not a proper framework on how that particular thing should be done. So to avoid the inconsistencies, documentation is very important. And then on tool set. Yes, tool set. On the tool set, it's adaptability and agility. Kwa sababu tech ina changing every other time. How do you keep up with vitu kama AI? Saizi tunatumia ChatGPT to not just me but many other people. Sisi wote. But then, are you using it? Have you actually made time to learn how to do proper prompt engineering? Kwa sababu someone else will actually do it properly, get results faster, and they will actually create efficiencies in your organization. So ile saying the illiterate of the 21st century ni sio ati watu wenye wana learn and learn and relearn faster, I think the illiterate of the 21st century are people who will not embrace AI, to be honest.